Good morning. This is Council Delegate Herman Daniels, Jr. I'm on the line.
Good morning, Vice Chair Smith calling in.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for being with us this morning, as it's a beautiful, beautiful morning here in Window Rock, Arizona, in the great Navajo Nation. As we get ready this morning to go ahead and put our agenda forth and get the week started for another great, what I know is going to be a great summer session. Again, thank you very much if you're joining us from within the four sacred mountains or outside the four sacred mountains. Good morning to my colleagues, members of the 24th Navajo Nation Council. Good morning to Mr. President, Vice President, Honorable Jonathan Nez, Honorable Vice President Myron Leiser. Good morning to Madam Chief Justice Joanne Jane and all the justices. Good morning to all the Navajo Nation employees of all three branches. Good morning to all the enterprises as well. Good morning to the chapters, chapter officials, the chapter administration. Good morning to all the constituents that we represent out there across from Chie, Arizona to Alamo, New Mexico, and from Cameron, Arizona, all the way to Pueblo Pintado and Herfinale Valley. Good morning from Chechota all the way to Aneth, Utah, and good morning from all the way from South Hauk all the way to Upper Fruitland, all the areas across the Great Navajo Nation. Good morning, Ate Bennett. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. My name is Seth Amon. I'm the speaker of the 24th Navajo Nation Council. I'm born for anesthesia touching the Ashini at the Shache and Sebetini the Shanella. I just want to say good morning again to everybody out there that's listening in, my colleagues, members of the 24th Navajo Nation Council, and everyone that's calling in this morning. That's part of us, part of this discussion this morning. We will be having reports today. It's our first day of the Navajo Nation Council session, and looks like we have a total amount of about how many legislations on the agenda proposed right now? 17 legislations. Looks like we'll be having discussion all week. So the bell has rung here in Window Rock, Arizona. We did have the riders of our annual horse ride come in this morning. We did have riders from Honorable Rick Nez from Northern Agency, Honorable Charlene So from Northern Agency, Honorable Mark Freeland from Eastern Agency, Honorable Elmer Brigade from Fort Defiance Agency, Honorable who else was came riding in this morning yesterday? Honorable Madam Chair Amber Crotty over the pass from Sheep Springs to Narbono Pass, who came in as well. Honorable Stewart, who came in from central part of the nation, from Fort Defiance, or from Fort Defiance, Northern Fort Defiance Agency, all the way down. So again, there was a wonderful amount of horsemen and horsewomen that were here this morning, and a lot of horses. It was a beautiful sight to see them ride in this morning. Right now, we have all the veterans from all 5 agencies here in front of the chambers as well, representing and talking of their concerns and their issues to colleagues and members of the council as well. So good morning to all the veterans are here in front of the chambers as well. Let's go ahead and get things started. We do have a proposed agenda of the 24th Navajo Nation Council. Are we recording? Staff, there we go. Now we're recording. Now we can make it official. This is we did post an agenda 24 hours in advance, and we do have Navajo Nation Council, 24th Navajo Nation Council summer session, July 18th through the 22nd. Today's date is July 18th. The time now is 10:09 a.m. Again, as indicated, the bell has rung here in Window Rock, Arizona, and we are continuing to move on down. We're here on the Great Navajo Nation too as well. This is a via teleconference. Again, presiding is myself, Seth Damon. Let's go ahead and get a roll call going. For the record, we do have Chairman Nez, Honorable Wanika, Honorable Paul Begay, and Honorable Vince James in the chamber here with us this morning. That roll call, please.
Good morning, everybody. Beginning with Honorable Elmer Begay.
I'm present.
Honorable Elmer Begay answered roll call. Honorable Key Allen Begay Jr. Honorable Key Allen Begay Jr. Honorable Kealan Begay Jr. did not answer roll call. Honorable Paul Begay. Honorable Paul Begay answered roll call and is present. Honorable Nathaniel Brown. Honorable Nathaniel Brown. Honorable Nathaniel Brown did not answer roll call. Honorable Eugenia Charles Newton.
Charles Newton present.
Honorable Eugenia Charles Newton answered roll call. Honorable Amber Canaz Bakrati.
Yap A. Shabeja. This is Delegate Amber Kinas-Bakrati. I'm present. Thank you.
Honorable Amber Canaz Bakrati answered roll call. Presiding Chair, Honorable Speaker Seth Damon is present. Honorable Herman Daniels.
Morning, present.
Honorable Herman Daniels answered roll call. Honorable Mark Freeland.
Present.
Honorable Mark Freeland answered roll call. Honorable Pernell Halona.
Good morning. Hello, Mr. President. Thank you.
Honorable Pernell Halona answered roll call. Honorable Jamie Henio. Honorable Jamie Henio. Honorable Jamie Henio did not answer roll call. Honorable Vince James is present in the chambers. Honorable Rick Nez is also present. Honorable Carl Slater.
Present.
Honorable Carl Slater answered roll call. Honorable Raymond Smith Jr.
Present.
Honorable Raymond Smith Jr. answered roll call. Honorable Wilson Stewart Jr.
Green. Present.
Honorable Wilson Stewart Jr. answered roll call. Honorable Otto So. Honorable Otto So. Honorable Otto So did not answer roll call. Honorable Charlene So. Honorable Charlene So is present.
I'm present.
Honorable Daniel So.
I'm present. I'm here.
Honorable Daniel So answered roll call. Honorable Daniel So answered roll call. Honorable Eugene So. Honorable Eugene So.
I'm
Honorable
here. Thank you.
Honorable Eugene So answered roll call. Honorable Thomas Walker Jr.
Good morning. I'm present.
Honorable Thomas Walker Jr. answered roll call. Honorable Edison Juanica is present. Honorable Edmund Yazzie. Honorable Edmund Yazzie. Honorable Edmund Yazzie did not answer roll call. Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair. Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair. Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair did not answer roll call. Going back up, Honorable Kealan Begay Jr. Honorable Kealan Begay Jr. Honorable Kealan Begay Jr. did not answer roll call. Honorable
Present.
excuse me, Honorable Kealan Begay Jr. answered roll call. Honorable Nathaniel Brown. Honorable Nathaniel Brown. Honorable Nathaniel Brown did not answer roll call. Honorable Jamie Henio. Honorable Jamie Henio. Honorable Jamie Henio did not answer roll call. Honorable Otto So. Honorable Otto So. Honorable Otto So did not answer roll call. Honorable Edmund Yazi. Honorable Edmund Yazi. Honorable Edmund Yazi did not answer roll call. Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair.
Good morning, Ate Pena. Yellow hair is here.
Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair answered roll call. With that, Honorable Speaker, you have 20 delegates, including yourself, present for today's meeting.
Thank you very much for that. We have 20 members present. We do have a quorum. Thank you very much. That, colleagues, if you're here in the chambers, let's proceed on down with the procession this morning. We did call the meeting to order, did do a roll call. Now, as we have the Tohatchi Veterans Organization be coming in and doing the posting of the colors, we have the USA flag coming in from being held by Philip James Army, Navajo Nation flag by Charles Arvizo, a Marine Corps, New Mexico state flag by Bertram Billy Jr., Army, Arizona flag by Paul J. Begay, Army, POW flag by Benson K. Ozzie, Air Force, and the Utah state flag by Manuel Sherrilson. That, you could please stand, colleagues, as we are posting the colors. Good. Thank you very much to Apache Veterans Organization. At this time, could we please have Tyra Chili and Zoe Barton from Delcon Community School to do the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay. Is the mic on? Is the mic on? Thank you very much to Tyra Shishili and Zoe Barton for doing the Pledge of Allegiance this morning. At this time, we're going to have the national anthem sung by Miss Navajo Nation 2021-22, Miss Rockbridge. Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that. Toachi Banners Organization and posting of the colors this morning for our week-long annual summer session here that we will be starting here today, going on till Friday. That, let me move on down. Having our invocation for the week done by our own Honorable Delegate, Honorable Otto So from Tuba City, Arizona, member of the 24th Navajo Council. Honorable Otto So, please assist us.
Bik'akukukan alo di benbit khania honshan je dahra dohtze rojono le nahsani hma johna en hitha district kon a benbit ntis bikago chanten leni des lado des din daben tide dabis khote wat has tahte zildan tide tadashke dande dades de nansen leni nansen khas shula thajon dat is kalintis khak de shig de yo alibi che ila shlainit leni kont is partner kehit as ait ego go hot ego kan hitin la ben hin don hit j don hin sakhispe ado ade hot ahni hit islo ade pe khatin la na hasan leni pe khej leni thon leni Anit ego shin lede the nebe hatel yadi. The nebe abe our son be hatel yagi. Out ayo. Anihindla. Bech ego con. Atlanit zenit ego. Ant egon sikostos ant egon it dados ant ego. Adolaban sikis. Go at ahan hidinla. Nihin sakis hadshi. Andahati. Ntakis nihinla. Not unleaning hindla. Aro baben nachit ishing. Hombla ashla in leaning hadin la baben nachit. Ntis kehit. Nihijad, nihike, don hijad, nihit don higan, nihilla, aro ajin, nihizehu in la don hina, nihitsi, nihikat os taj, hidid le, aleyak ahan hitin la. Begon nihije yo lini, nihikahatin la. Baben najit aro la ben. Nsi kostobe arola ba ahanitsin arola kodo ba jadinitsin arola kodo yo lini be mit ego ben si kiso be yelki ben najot ahat hindinla ba hinitsin adon is kanit dage Nihikin yat ehon hikat nihikin lado yat ehon hikat edodi. Nihijat nihat ehon hikatin lado yat ehon hikat edodi. Nihitis nihijay nihin sakis nihat ostkaj hidille. Baben najit ishjega kon. Tej leni ton leni san leni kost leni kon. Ben hikatin lahot agita. Baben najit oba hit nitsi na sani himma. Nihijana na asani zinin its katni day. Nihijan ni ne danate. Nihijan na nado lide. Kona be hobke yapaka nahaso yijnake. Naned ajit nebabch endahizti. Najin tago nahat an lini kodo nahat ani de kwishil ego nahat anasi kayo de ben sakis open jado bets eshe hide large yenda zinji ikhadet age yat eho so chana nado yo chah ade ni ne dana de oli ajon lede net ego to kaiben yot an hin to nin sakis. That is it. No, you don't need it. Nashin to go chon in leaning ni bebo did or this jig come. It is the cargo, which they need niche. Yanshin wanted on the hot hand. Yanshin later to and the has in the Kodaha. Not up in the hills. Only he get in eat or can hitch and not. Adon he has agi chin so ya kida tidoli. Ebe na ishig. Devi yadi snatchin. Biyadin hote klish hati so zil. Biyadin hot suit hati added of or sleep. No consuyade charge if yas need the pensa than not us. 18 lay the chol do the now delisne ebi yat ehokon kehit inole arolan hit nan lini do itin lean at only hat issue kodoba ben dahit aroban hat an lini nasty need yehi be the hat only be hodon only Yashidina Konat Ani lead Nas, not Ani Lini, Aton hit Yahi Gahi, Ato Bansoda had the Kesiki Ade, what ego yat ehon hit Nahata. Ya Anze dole. Amat ego ohan choice. Ni we inchne. Ni yajen shne. Ni tsui nishne. Ni dige nishne na hasani majohna eni tha. Ani tsontsis kha ni dai khodo. Ni dige na nitle. Ba he ni so dishne. Yad khifto na hasan. بتخاص عاد نحشهلنا نحصد هلنا قص الخيل هلنا تحتخو هلنا هذا هو النشيات إيه تديز لين بينهدي تزيد أخويتش بابنهج هون أبن بك أهدي تحته بتأ شو إن ليني هون تناكسو ينهج نشتو ينهغ بغاز آدي وما هي نسي تو ديبن بي يات إيه هذا نادى الشغل يات إيه هذا شدنا بكيه بخاج تهجنو نادى هوسا تهجني كيه تهودي تنسي خاج ما هي نسون شنو صار ما دينا بك هذي تريج فون تاشاني تزني صانا غي شكي بك هوجون ات بالكيس لا انه خاج بهز اني نيليا بين إنان ليني ناس ديت إيه بخاني هتين لا باب الناس ناش أو تشيل إيه كوبه الخاهدين لا إيه باب الناس إشيء تسج وجود وده نهضاني هما يكيدي وجود وده نهي ياجي دون هي كيك نهي ناديت آلسا نهي زاخا وجود وده نهضاني هما تيب الناس إشيء ودون نجي يخطو وجه وجنا سليم وجنا سليم وجنا سليم وجنا سليم وجنا سليم so
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Honorable Otto. So with that, colleagues, we have a seat. Thank you for the wonderful prayer. Thank you to Ms. Navajo for the wonderful presentation of the national anthem. Yeah. Thank you very much to Tyra Chichilian and Zoe Barton. Both are 8 years old and they're both in the 3rd grade there at Docon Community School for the Pledge of Allegiance. And thank you to your parents, your moms that brought you in. Thank you very much for being here too as well. And then thank you again to the Tohatchi Veterans Organizations. Always good to see everyone there who are posting the colors. And with no hesitation, Tohatchi Veterans Organization always comes in and helps out when we can't find anybody else. So we thank you very much for being a part of that and helping assist with their services. And then again, thank you to everyone for being here this morning. With that, colleagues, I'd like to first thank as well the staff who put on everything yesterday at the trail ride and this morning, assisting with everyone that's coming in and being a part of this discussion and making sure where we're at right now and getting things done. So with that, colleagues, I'm going to go ahead and go on down on our proposed agenda here to recognizing guests and visiting officials to the Navajo Nation. At this time, colleagues, are there any recognitions?
Speaker.
Chairman Hinio, and then I got Honorable Vince James in the queue.
Speaker Davis, Vice Chair Smith, put me in the queue too. Thank you.
And Vice Chair Smith. That Chairman Hinio, good morning. Floor is yours.
Good morning. Good morning, Speaker Damon Shinanta. 24th Navajo Nation Council, Shinanta. He's calling day one of the summer session. Just want to say good morning to all my chapters Alamo chapter, Rama chapter, and Tuwajule chapter. So I'm down here in Alamo at the chapter house with the summer youth and student workers, and then we have the chapter meeting going on. So we're all listening into the day one of summer session. The President Virgil Sandoval is presiding here, Vice President JJ Apchido, and then Secretary Treasurer Ms. Julie Wero, Ms. Roland Mexicana, our land board. This morning, then there's some community people here in attendance, so we're listening in. I want to recognize my 3 chapters. I reserve my time.
Thank you very much. Chairman Hideo, good morning. Reserve your time at 3 minutes and 51 seconds. Moving on down. Good morning, Honorable Vince James. Floor is yours at this time. I had Honorable Vince James and then Honorable Vice Chair Smith next.
Nana Sentinella, Speaker, Shahat, Ado, Shanant, Nostiniki, Shat Kahasi, so, Eastern Nostaki, Quakiat, a Benin Hidini, Dolly. Ado, Nana, Kodo, Eya, Ado, Laba, Here Queens, and Eya Ibenya, Naho, Asto, Quaki, Benya, Natahu, Nako. Oko Kodo, a large at Eya, Bahapi Sihigi, in his last son, Linigi, are veterans, across all Sahanlido, Ajib Adolab, that is I and his Ishan Yosen, Ako. 8 but Yetini, so Kodonat Anani, Linigi, could no Ebe Yelki, Aden, his Ishan Innocent, Adola, Ebenia in Hata is, and Ebenia in Hata Yon, and Jokot Aishi, Nachen Seda case, She Ecuador. Adola and his Eastern day of Son Ponzad and his position Leco. Adonana Akona Kigone, Eya, the Quador, away, she's at the snow, a laden or Gijaco. Ganado Unified School District, Arjuna, Mesho, Tahado Gijaco. Ado and the Quaki, or Hayu, Dane Sehigi, La, Eya, Lord, Ado and the Natin has any Ado Lebe, Eya, Behota, Ado Leda, Behonik, Ahoda, Aquaki, Shinetane, Sehigi, Baby Nahot, Ilehota, Equagi, Sat, Leniki, Ado Yachi, Yakio, before G's Leako, Oko Mr. Julius Chi, Waliao, Okon, his Eya, and lineage, Nahot, it's a Leako. Oko, he served so many years as a mentor, as a teacher, as a coach within the Ganado Unified School District. And I wanted to recognize him this morning. And when you have the time, I'm kindly requesting to do a moment of silence for Mr. Julius Chi and other individuals that have passed on. We did lose several Ganado Unified School District employees throughout the past year and through the pandemic. So I want to make that known as well and send my condolence to the families throughout the Navajo Nation and especially to our teacher, mentor, and coach and staff of Ganado Unified School District. Ado Nana, Arpa has Anje, based on Nahot, Bekana Alwa, Aje, Nishidana and Lenny, the Nisho, Eya Equans, the Horde Jishako. Laat Eya Ecuador, hardship Shagigi, Eya E Day last Linko, Ado Quador Argent Handa, Nashido, which is Hitani, the Harpa Hardship Office has Ando issuing out checks, or Hayu checks, Eya issue out Day last Linko, Oko Edo Eya Ecuador. Which here ni zinc or less ako hot out Ecuador recognition ni guitar ke hona ho slado listan Shanale speaker so reserve my time.
Thank you very much for that request, and we can do that collectively, Honorable Rich James. If there's other colleagues, and then I can go ahead and ask for that at that time before we start continuing on to our full meeting. With that, colleagues, let me go ahead and go back to the floor. Honorable, what was one reserve time? Honorable Rich James with 1 minute and 39 seconds. That, moving on down, Honorable Vice Chair Smith, floor is yours.
Good morning, Speaker, Navajo Nation Council of the 24th Navajo Nation Council. Those that are listening on board, here at Shanetta Citizen Ainzado, veterans of Tuhatchee for posting colors, and the Delcon children that came out to sing the national anthem. I'd like to say, recognize the 5 chapters I represent, starting with the furthest from where I am, Lagato, Wide Ruins, Nahatatzil, Hauk, and also Lupton. The officials and constituents, grandmas and grandpas, Nalis, Toke, Nalike, Edan Linigi, Yatepen, also. It's been raining. We've been receiving rain. I want to say thank you for the rain to the Heavenly Father. It's been a blessing. And I want to recognize the veterans too this morning. Seen them marching yesterday by St. Michael's. Blew my horn for them. And want to recognize the active military personnel that are out there serving our country, the men and women. Fearlessly on duty, protecting our country and providing safety and welfare for all of us throughout the United States, not only our Navajo veterans, but also our veterans throughout the United States, of the military personnel and veterans too. I'd like to also recognize one of the presidential candidates, Boo Nygren. Him and his workers came out yesterday and they helped Harry Joe Ashley put shingles up, put the sidings on, put doors and windows, and help with the aspects of getting that home done before winter time. There was a lot of folks out there. Really appreciate that coordination, that time to be out there. And also I've seen veterans too there. Jerry Lee was there and his family from Wide Ruins, Shajah, and Ronald Daw, my brother, and Jimmy Pete from Hauk. And there was another Hauk veteran, didn't quite get his name, but there was others that were there too that were volunteer. The cooks, I'd like to say Bernita was there, and our CXR from that area too was also there, and also family members that were there to help put that building up, and it's moving quick. They're out there today. I think I'm going to go out there, and if I have signal, I'll go out there and help out, and I'll be listening to the reports. We need to get that completed. So, Speaker, appreciate the time and appreciate the fact that we are on summer session, and the riders and their safety and their welfare, the horses, and it's a long, arduous trail, and I can't imagine our folks back then, Idam, Day, and that was the main way of getting around and visiting folks out there and seeing the land up close and getting to hear the people. So, Speaker, I'd like to reserve the rest of my time in case I need to recognize others. Yeah, thank you. Reserve my time.
Thank you very much, Vice Chair Smith. Reserve your time at 1 minute and 24 seconds. Moving on down. Honorable Keon Begay. Good morning, Che. Floor is yours.
Speaker of the 24th Navajo Nation Council, 24th Navajo Nation Council, Aradana to kia on kidini do liskado tourism be ada liado aradanat ada tasos arakodo national anthem the be da do ni ado kodo the quick machine or shin tata in to show of a march or a protest hit ashin kodon hit nan linigi ishin bitik aki kwaki ye ishan ito liston ishan hosen do le shibin yadat ado shin the shin hit the hajet an to o kehan hidini do le akolan to sat khatnisa ila be sa to han linigi ben nachin hit on la hit aba ilne. I think that's one thing that we really need to consider. Let's not just take this as an activity, but more of what is the message that they have brought to us. So I think that's one thing that we really need to take the understanding. Ecuador 2022 Tour de Sehasin bicycling event, a 400-mile challenge by Oltahasto. To show awareness of substance abuse awareness, suicide prevention awareness, mental health awareness, cancer awareness, and other that affects our body and our mind. Red Valley, Doshin Haolte, or Kadishin A. Latter Che, Minational. The chapters in the Liki Town, Ikashin today, Kindasachi, out on the Clagato, Gunashi, the following day, Dolde. A call, that Daiche, to a connect, a Kiniki, a quacking Hachin, and Linigits, as if they Jekit Ashonde, and Habata Hanosendo, and Habata Hosia. Although in the evening, a lot of them are asking for donation for some food and refreshment for our kids to all bike riding. Abetashin, Abetoshin, Kahatelze, Hatinigishin, on Hachin and Liniki, Satoye, be Pohanet Lindo, be Sato, Bespehos and the Lispenia, the hot Akishin, with I could do a large Yasaziniki, could do. Acknowledge Schleto le Claudia Jackson, Liego Ecuador organizer, Yitla, the Quishin staff, including my LDA, could ask Sato, Yenda, Dishako Ede Ecuador, and Hahat Abedonido, the Ecuador supported us, our young kids, our young children. A Corbin National Ecuador Ede, Hotai, Bahasit, or this speaker. I don't know if through the council, if we could provide some refreshments to the bike riders along the way, because they'll be scheduled to get to Twin Arrow by July 23rd. There'll be a complete 400 miles across the Navajo Nation with Ashin Bike. So again, I'd like to congratulate and continue to encourage our young kids and showing the awareness of the 2022 Tour de Citizen Bicycling event that's being scheduled by Claudia Jackson and other support teams. So we thank you very much, and we ask for your safety, and we continue to encourage our young kids to do their best in life in the coming days. Speaker with Ecuador, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Honorable Keelan Begay. That, let me go ahead and move on down. Honorable Elmer Begay, good morning. Yate Bene, floor is yours.
Yeah, good morning, John. Chairwood, Speaker Danny, other the members of the 24th Navajo Nation Council, the base house on Yate Bene, and then extending all to your families too. Yate Edition. And then people that were all on the line, but Yate Bene Edition. So
I don't know my recognition that I want to do is and my appreciation goes to this son Lenigi. Yeah. I've been getting some rains. Sometimes in the morning though, slowly
very quality. We have some female rings and some odds around that. Yeah, then so we have some males rain thunderstorms I see. No, it's good to see that and hear the thunder again. About throughout the Navajo Nation, that we have some good moistures and like to see some more grasses. I'd just like to say like my thanks to my family in Benegito and also my relatives in Benegito that to come out and during the horse ride to my nephews in Chin and Benegito, I don't have my grandsons in Benegito. We brought them in, with horseback riding, and we made it within 2 days from Dalcon, from where we live, and out to Windaruk, about and all the horses that we did, the horses that we appreciate all the horses, and they were. That goes along with being the horsemanship, that even though one kind of got their hoof got kind of sore and things like that, their ankles. But the others are okay. They're okay. They're well, and they're out there. So we appreciate our horses and Lenegita to be on the horseback. Then with our family, the people that are supported, especially my mom, they're coming out. So they recognize this. I don't know that Dalcon School, that they participated this morning under the national anthem. It's called Hiado. The edition. I don't know that and I'd like to extend my appreciation to the elderly that are here with us, remembering their how they used to come in to summer sessions and coming in with their family on a horseback and wagons that they did. So, most of them, our relatives, that they used to come in, throughout the day when we were going through that journey, thinking about them, how hot it was, and maybe through that they have different kind of changes of weather, but they were prepared, well prepared. I think in that account that, so that even with their own food and how they get there, we kind of thought about it, and, how brave they were, and to plan out that how they did. I just wanted to recognize them and within our prayers and with our thoughts. Just wanted to share it with you, Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Elmer Brigade. That, let me go ahead and move on down. Honorable Daniels. Honorable Daniels is here in the chambers with us. Honorable Daniels, the floor is yours.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Thank you very much for those. I see, but I can't pledge of allegiance needed some funny. I just don't know. I think the sun should be I don't know the Navajo Nation in the national anthem. I didn't say delegate artists I don't think the nation is on this could up on the needs and on this look at the I don't know could could have the the chapters that I represent for those on OJ shot toward those weekend. But when they not on in renegade partners and renegade with us target that the AIC here could the way not on others not on in renegade shot toward the weekend. The way shot towards the chapter officials are in the as the 4 regional representatives of the Economic Development Commission and zoning commission. The AI is for AI did auto so could yeah the need on the computer could technology shot on it this morning could I don't know could on a very I yeah could and keep net on the speaker the mobile kind of teach I don't think English could be on cheap net on it. I think could the house in the garnet could a cheap net on it could AI yeah could I don't know could on a very the great could and the Iggy could also could the great this for the great senior centers not go to AI could and has in a way was said for what Ecuador the way the honest todo behold because of the IC that you could I think for the IC that is Ecuador out of his show that and we are the senior centers not go for AIC if you could I think so enough so we get a fun shot or a so it all often said over a speed was Arunana could hear not a sheet but that is the support Dana what's in the greatest was AIC to buy here Ecuador we found art if you don't some art some stores that on the game that AIC here could if you could even they had a thing you don't have to see it turn on that so even sort of a speed of Ecuador Mr. Speaker could also sort of here the need on thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Daniels. That moving on down, Honorable Otto So.
Yeah, Jananta, Speaker, members of the Navajo Nation Council, Ado Adid, Isonok Agi Dahis Ago, Do Janano Kini, Nabakaya Pakaj, and Nanid Kill, any dot or the kill, any get did happen be a yakon, a shinto a ya be did there. Honey, Ninigi a gate dish lily and so. I'll say ya Biade Ade, the shinto. The Kushi ego, she kayajil dishni. Bija ad eto adot and the volunteers and the ground workers of Chiz for Che organization. A conhi taho dashin sago Chiz. A tade dija. Adot conde Zozani. Ashin sago to. Honest is it na who are the ton lini neba. But now during the pandemic, it toyane yende supplying water storage tanks and water barrels and hauling these waters to help these families out there. These two organizations, what the Chish program had no boundaries. There was people from other agencies coming to Tuba City and other volunteers from other areas to load up woods. I call what ego nan lini what I kaal what I objet ba hit nisi. I don't that could all Niki na shahadon hitat naznile. Adishing it sus nach do or just what his days nish. Not say be naha. I could a whole just what his days nish. A what a whole just I'd just like to recognize Tuba City chapter for the hard work and their initiatives and their hard work there at the local level. Aron his allowed Niniki con con da il Washington the Kato and Hata Hadiado EMS, Navajo Nation EMS and the fire department. I thought that is in the criminal investigation. Mr. Michael Henderson and his team, Mr. Tonalina, Captain Tonalina, Mr. Butler, when he criminal investigation, Department of Correction. Ms. Gray Eyes, thank you for heading that department this far. Really appreciate your service and your work to the Navajo people, providing direct services, which is funded through the comprehensive budget. Akon de kodo bel chunashli ya hotao bahasti adon da de ano yegon sa hedo nakhalchin da no tagi. Those of you that are going to school from the grade level all the way up to the mid-school level, the junior high level, the high school level, the college level, the university level, you will be that yegon nas. They no khayda na khadon nila an hino egot edashin so inan lini bad ben nach indet ok so be no edoli yego what aben hit hadis to ni hit obe ba het nisi dishne. Thank you for your hard work that you're doing at these schools and these universities. Continue to move forth. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Otto. So time that moving on down. Chairman Nez in the queue.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker Damon, honorable members of the 24th Navajo Nation Council. Office of Legislative Branch and our police officers. Yesterday and today, we have completed our trail rides. Checking up on us. Just want to say thank you to the staff, the police officers. I'd like to thank my wife, Audrey, for driving and putting up with us. Thank you to my sisters, Juanita, Ireda, my two brothers that rode with me, Renal and Randy, from San Juan chapter all the way to Window Rock, Arizona. Aire Ketanesin to Koro Ode Nikisalat so Yeta Kito and the has in litigation Koro, but that is again Nada Nido Ashibede Nito Le Kone, the last short order, and then it only are on what the shin that is I will waive the rest of my time. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that, Chairman Nez. Recognitions this morning. With that, moving on down, Honorable Chairman Yazzie. Oh, actually, sorry, Honorable Yellow Hair. Then this is the line of Honorable Yellow Hair, then Chairman Edmund Yazzie, then Honorable Freeland. Honorable Yellow Hair, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Speaker of Navajo Nation Council, Telecommunications. Out in the 24 Navajo Nation Council, not out of Lingy, but all chat all this. They could all wait till the team got in a shot and to me over here. I didn't say I'm half of the my 5 chapters. I would like to say hello to everyone, to Yat to all Navajo through 110 chapters, also to live beyond the not gender, so not on the thoughts of that that I don't got fleet or bent saddle, there's not the so in us we could all was a kid out in hidden as we have but edition audition. Say yeah, I like to say acknowledge the 24/7 mentality. The pay a young prevalent as the Asiat it all here, but edition the Napa are not in the thought I standard edition are on the Kodo. He must send on his trade at none had in Lanigi as that from the 1868 nice day. Halebe Nahad, his other Nahas, 80,000 800. He gave it me or about this the foundation. Are on the Kodesh shall not actually a speaker, not excuse me, Navajo Nation President Nez, because others she had with addition here. Quite on the cosmic Savi, the translated it, not stay that the G. The year mission is always on the K of a cargo impact the whole economic development. What I every year had the command so you and the heart less out ever coordinate initiate. Thank you for your great help. Never kind look at all and the way I the policy that every heart on it it be a one art for the next clause thoughts are for a letter that for me never 83 wrong road not cannot hear out and President Nez, I'm very thankful to you. You signed us into law. Now we're waiting. If people want this road to be completed sooner, the better. We can't wait. It all share with addition here. Mr. Nez, I don't know, total mini mill water line project. He taught us 20 years. Donna Anna, sorry, I can't listen to her screen. Other things because I was with this review board. A artist has been employed because on it out. It keep body recognition. He keep body closely. I can't mind. A down upon it in the recognition. A art 8,000 strong. When the store a artist in the salon they could share the edition. Let me say review board as I thought, honey. I don't the what are not in it Russia talk by him and though Mr. Orso to the Zenjanob in High England. Artist Allah who came out who never called the candy car in a Denison are a total art for a year and he by his we need water. Water is life. No, 8 October then he cleaned thank you to the Navajo Nation Council that you approve a legislation 8622 American Rescue Plan Act airport from a Napa then by Nazi clean it and never pay so 80 share edition councilman wonderful job by him so I want fund over 800 need us by him need on by him need to know current legislation how you all unit thousand some session could have a cut or the ticket these the future live the year is that so big this condition it all share So thank you very much. Not sini o honto to hasti ole. Talking from the sky here. Honto ole speaker a lot to reserve my time just in case. Yeah.
Every time, 30 seconds. Moving on down, Honorable Chairman Edmund Yazzie. Where's yours?
Speaker, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, yes, we can.
Okay, Speaker, members of the council, everyone that's listening online, I just want to concur with what my colleagues had said. Mr. So, with your prayer, we go with that and have a good session this week. And just want to greet everybody that's listening. I want to recognize a few individuals, high school rodeo. We have some qualifiers from the Eastern Agency area, Camden Jody from Church Rock, Breakaway, Titan Sosi, Steer Wrestling, Crown Point, New Mexico, Tyra Sosi, Crown Point, New Mexico. She qualified with Goat Tying. Austin Charleston from Pinedale, graduate from Theroux High. These individuals, young cowboys and cowgirls, qualified for the high school championship throughout the United States, and they are in Wyoming right now, and hopefully they'll bring back a trophy on behalf of where the real cowboys are, Eastern Agency, Arizona, Utah. But anyhow, just want to recognize them. Their parents are very proud of them. And then also a shout out to all our pastors with Bible school. We'll be having our Bible school next week, Elam Haven, church right south of I-40 in Coolidge. I'd like to invite my colleagues to come out if you want, have some snow cones and,
Point of order, Speaker, Delegate Crotty.
So Speaker, that's what I would like to recognize, and we'll have a good session. Speaker, sir.
Thank you. Hold on, colleagues. Madam Chair, Amber Crotty, there's a point of order.
Yes, thank you, Speaker. We're on the part of recognizing guests and visiting officials. Speaker, we do have veterans who are outside who want to visit and asking for the delegates to hear their concerns. Speaker, if we could honor that request, because what we're getting into is announcements, and the guests that are being recognized are either not on the line or not here in front of the council chambers. It is very warm outside. It's, I would say, close to 90 degrees, and we have elderly veterans and family members who are outside waiting for delegates. Speaker, if I could call that point of order so that we could recognize our guests who are here in front of the council chambers. Thank you, Speaker.
Madam Chair Crotty, thank you. Colleagues, the time that is allocated at this time is recognizing guests and visiting officials. There has been recognitions. I am going back to Honorable Vince James' request too as well for a moment of silence. If there is any kind of recognition at this time for recognizing the guests and visiting officials, when the first did come to and speaking about all the veterans that were here, I did welcome them. I did talk with them out there. If there's any further recognitions that delegates want to go out there and talk to them individually, they can. That's one option. The other option is that there's an option to recess and listen to the delegates or listen to the veterans collectively. And that can be done. We can recess for about 10 to 15 minutes. It's up to the delegates. There has been delegates who have been notified that is an option. No one has brought that option to the forefront at this time, Madam Chair Madam Chair Crotty. But again, I did welcome them here. I did notify them that council was going to go into session at 10 a.m. when they heard that bell ring. And it did indicate that we would meet with them if there was number of the veterans, either the Veterans Agency commanders or the Veterans Advisory Council that wanted to meet with the staff. Ms. Yazzie announced out there too as well. She would sit down and meet with them. They haven't stated if they wanted to meet and talk about anything specifically at that time. They just mentioned that they would like council to pass the 4 resolutions pertaining to veterans issues and policy-driven legislations that are on the council agenda this week. So those are the 2 options. Delegates can go out there and talk to them individually at this time, or there can be a motion to go into recess, Madam Chair, Crotty, for a period of time. And staff is continuously giving water out to them out there, Madam Chair, Crotty. That, colleagues, back to recognizing guests and visiting officials of the Navajo Nation. Honorable Freeland.
Thank you, Speaker. Good morning, colleagues, members of the 24th Navajo Nation Council. Speaker, I want to go ahead and make that motion to recess. I'll reserve my time. Let's go out there and listen to our veterans. I'll reserve my time. Thank you, Speaker.
Reserve your time at 4 minutes and 46 seconds. There's a motion to recess. We'll proceed. I don't have a motion on the floor, huh? No. I don't have a motion on the floor. I don't have a motion on the floor. That, Honorable Freeland, is a motion to recess. Second by Chairman Nez. For how long? 20 minutes? 20 minutes. Motion to recess for 20 minutes? Or motion to recess till 12 o'clock? It's 11:35 now. Is that good? Motion to recess till 12 p.m. Yes. 4:50. Second by Chairman Nez. Yeah. Good board.
Honorable Almer Begay. Honorable Almer Begay votes green. Honorable Key Allen Begay Jr. Honorable Key Allen Begay Jr. Honorable Key Allen Begay Jr. did not vote. Honorable Paul Begay.
Delegate Paul Begay votes green.
Honorable Paul Begay votes green. Honorable Nathaniel Brown votes green. Honorable Eugenia Charles Newton.
Charles Newton votes green.
Honorable Eugenia Charles Newton votes green. Honorable Amber Canespa Crotty.
This is Delegate Amber Canespa. Voting from outside the council chambers of the veterans, and I vote green. Thank you.
Honorable Amber Canespa Crotty votes green. Honorable Herman M. Daniels Jr.
I vote green.
Honorable Herman M. Daniels Jr. votes green. Honorable Mark Freeland.
I vote green.
Honorable Mark Freeland votes green. Honorable Pernell Halona. Honorable Pernell Halona. Honorable Pernell Halona did not vote. Honorable Jamie Henio.
One votes green.
Honorable Jamie Henio. Honorable Jamie Henio did not vote. Honorable Vince James.
Delegate James votes green.
Honorable Vince James votes green. Honorable Pernell Halona votes green. Honorable Rick Nez.
Delegate Rick Nez votes green.
Honorable Rick Nez votes green. Honorable Carl Slater.
Delegate Slater, green.
Honorable Carl Slater votes green. Honorable Raymond Smith Jr.
Green.
Honorable Raymond Smith Jr. votes green. Honorable Wilson Stewart Jr.
Green.
Honorable Wilson Stewart Jr. votes green. Honorable Otto So. Honorable Otto So votes green. Honorable Charlene So. Honorable Charlene So votes green via text. Honorable Daniel So. Honorable Daniel So. Honorable Daniel So did not vote. Honorable Eugene So. Honorable Eugene So. Honorable Eugene So did not vote. Honorable Thomas Walker Jr. Honorable
Green.
You all are taking care of with all the tools that they have available to them.
Honorable Thomas Walker Jr.
Those are strong and those are adequately serving you. When I look at the policies and reading.
Honorable Thomas Walker Jr. did not vote. Honorable Eugene, I'm sorry, excuse me. Honorable Edison Wanika. Honorable Edison Wanika votes green. Honorable Edmund Yazi.
Green.
Honorable Edmund Yazi votes green. Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair.
Delegate Yellowhair votes green. Thank you.
Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair votes green. Going back up, Honorable Key Allen Begay Jr. Honorable Key Allen Begay Jr. Honorable Key Allen Begay Jr. did not vote. Honorable Jamie Henyo. Honorable Jamie Henyo. Honorable Jamie Henyo votes green. Honorable Daniel So.
I vote green.
Honorable Daniel So votes green. Honorable Eugene So.
And in terms of my platform,
Oh,
how
no,
it relates to veterans.
Honorable Eugene
there's
So
another-
votes green. Honorable Thomas Walker Jr. Honorable Thomas Walker Jr. Honorable Thomas Walker Jr. did not vote. Speaker, with a vote of 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and speaker not voting.
Thank you, colleagues. With that, we're officially in recess until 12 noon. Both hands straight up. Thank you. Everybody listening in, we are in recess at this time. And we will come back into session at 12:01 p.m. Thank you.